Is cruising under attack? It is a lot going on in cruising right now. And I believe Tony from La Lady Loca said it the best. When the Poop Cruise documentary dropped, a lot of crazy energy dropped as well when it came to cruising. We have seen so many incidents since then alone in the last month or two. And I'm not even talking about the brawls. We've had multiple ships lose power, sickness spreading throughout a cruise ship, people going missing, and even unalivings. Yeah, it's a lot going on. And to confirm that there's a lot going on in cruising, a lot of non-cruisers are speaking like they never spoke before, okay? See, and this is why I'll never board a cruise ship. Oh no, cruising will never be for me. I'm too good to get on a cruise ship. And if you are a non-cruiser speaking like this, come here. I got something to tell you. Crazier things are happening in your hometown daily. Let that sink in, okay? It is literally a risk to do anything, even as simple as leaving your house. So, of course, with travel, there are risks, whether it be by ship, plane, car, whatever. There is a risk to doing anything. So today I'm giving 6 safety tips to help you stay safe on your next cruise. Number 1, using the buddy system when traveling on a cruise. Now the best way to do this is traveling with someone you know and trust. That way you have someone that is accounting for you and you are accounting for someone else. Someone is automatically worried about your well-being and vice versa. Now with that being said, people solo travel on cruises all the time. So if you're a solo traveler on a cruise, make sure that you are mapping out who to talk to, where to go to if something is going awry, whether it be security, guest services, X, Y, and Z. With that being said, number 2, pay attention to your surroundings. This goes for on the ship as well as in port. Always make sure that you are paying attention to what's going on around you and who is around you. For example, if you find that someone's been staring at you a little too long, and then it gets to the point where as you're moving around the ship, you're starting to see them move around the ship, absolutely alert security, let them know what's going on. Now, they could just want to shoot their shot, but you can never be too safe. Again, always pay attention to your surroundings and what's going on around you, especially if you're drinking. Never lay your eyes off of your drink, let alone put it down. Never lay your eyes off your drink. Your drink needs to be in eye level at all times, okay? Because you never know what someone can slip in and put in and da-da-da-da. We know how that goes on land. It's possible to happen on sea as well, or even in port. I know this is easier said than done because most likely you're on vacation. And when you're on vacation, you get lax because you're trying to relax. But even in that, always make sure you're paying attention. Number 3, knowing all emergency contacts. And this goes for both you and the ship as well. If anything goes awry, you need to make sure you know who to contact, where to go, and know it as soon as possible. Okay. And that's for you to have your emergency contact, for the ship to contact abroad, as well as you knowing the emergency contact for the ship. And this is going to be really important for port days, and you need to alert your ship on what's going on. Number 4, keeping your valuables secured. Regardless if you're on the ship or in port, you do not need to have your valuables out willy-nilly, okay? Keep them in a secure location in your cabin, especially for port days. If you have an expensive wedding band, wedding ring, or expensive jewelry in general, I wouldn't advise you wearing it in port. I feel like that makes you a target for those who are trying to scam or who even are trying to rob. Things happen, okay? So make sure you're not showing wads of cash or having wads of cash on you in port, or expensive jewelry, or even expensive camera equipment. Keep it to a minimum. Number 5, knowing a route to your muster station as well as your cabin. One of the first things that you have to do once you step foot on a cruise is attending your muster drill. It's mandatory. They want to make sure you do that on the first day before anything else. And the purpose of a muster drill is to know where your muster station is and what the protocol is if an emergency is happening aboard the ship. And at your muster station are life jackets, things of that nature, but also there are life jackets in your cabin. So making sure you know where that is very important, as well as knowing where your cabin is. Now, I will say it is a little confusing when it comes to navigating on a cruise ship, especially getting to your cruise cabin, because a lot of times those cruise cabin hallways look very identical. So if you don't remember how to get to any other place, must drill and your cabin. That way you have the fastest route in mind no matter where you are on that ship. And number 6, wash your hands. I know it sounds elementary, but this is a very important element on keeping you safe on your cruise. Viruses spread fast, especially from contact to hands and mouth. And if you're not doing anything else, you are eating on a cruise ship, you know? So always make sure that you're washing your hands. Sanitation is very important on a cruise ship. If you're not bringing disinfectant spray, wipes, or hand sanitizer, the least you can do is continuously wash your hands. And even if you brought those things, still wash your hands, okay? It's one of the easiest ways to help you not get sick on your cruise. So these are my 6 safety tips. Now, if you want to find out mistakes to avoid that new cruisers typically make, check out these 2 videos below so you don't make those mistakes on your next cruise. All right, if this video was helpful for you, comment down below, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Happy cruising!